I know many people who believe in the existence of a creator, but they do not belong to any religion. Does belief in God mean I have to follow a religion?
We have previously deduced by means of logic and reason that God or a creator does exist. And we said that he is absolute and is characterized by perfection. Otherwise, the universe wouldn't be as intricate and precise as it is. He is the all-knowing, all-aware, all-wise. Otherwise, this vast universe would burst in less than a second because it cannot be sustained in the absence of intricate laws. So, he is all-knowing, all-wise and all-aware. Now the question is, would it make sense for him to create us and abandon us? Or would it be more wise of him to communicate with us, to tell us things, to tell us about himself and to inform us about which things are good for us in this life and which are harmful in order that we may be successful? Certainly it wouldn't be wise of him to abandon us in this world, to leave us to our own devices, for instance, unaware of how to earn a living, so people would steal not knowing any better, or to leave us unaware of the sanctity of marriage, so that people would merely reproduce like animals. Men having sexual relations with any woman he so chooses, without any consent from her or commitment to her, he must tell us, for example, that males and females shall marry each other and come together with mutual love, living in tranquility, and that a man's choice of wife cannot be his sister, daughter, mother, or aunt. The absence of such instructions would result in a society akin to a jungle, devoid of order and peace. Therefore, it only makes sense that after creating us, he would most certainly communicate with us. Now, how would he communicate with us? Certainly not via email or cell phones, because these means occasionally get disconnected. The best method is to send us someone to inform us and explain things to us. Who should he send? An angel? If so, we would get scared and run away. It would be best to send someone from among us, the best one among us, someone whom people trust, and to give him a book to relate to us. And he be forbidden to add, remove, or amend any part of that book. This is simply religion, the channel of communication between a sender and recipients through messengers and messages. When he sent someone, he did not send, for instance, Abu Jahl, who was an infamous man. Rather, he sent someone who was known amongst his people as the honest and the trustworthy man. He gave him a book and told him that he was not allowed to alter it in any way. The Quran says, it is but a revelation revealed. Religion is very important to mankind. It is the source of morals. The thinkers amongst atheists, when confronted with the question, what is the source of morals? Respond that science and knowledge dictate morals. Science may very well be the reference for right and wrong in the natural sciences, but not in morals. Were the scientists who wiped out millions of human lives in Hitler's crematories during Nazi Germany right or wrong? From a scientific perspective, they were exceptional because they were highly efficient. They killed a maximum number of people with a minimal amount of gas and monetary cost. However, from a moral perspective, they were wrong because they killed innocent people. So what is the source of morals then? Science does not teach us what is morally right or morally wrong. And knowledge is inherited and accumulated. Some may claim that instinct is responsible for human morals. However, even if we suppose that instinct directs our morals to some degree, it can never be said to determine what is right and wrong entirely. For instance, human beings differ greatly depending on the place, religion, culture, and age of people as to whether or not is morally right to get high. In certain cultures, it is encouraged to consume drugs, and in others, it is discouraged. Who is right and who is wrong? There needs to be a judge between us, someone who knows better than fallible human beings. And the one to do that is simply God. How will he communicate his instructions to us? Through the communication channel which he has established for that purpose. Messengers and messages. Religion. There are many religions in this world. Which of them is the right one? Muslims believe that there is one God and there is one human race. Since there is one God, then there is one sender. And since there is only one human race, there is the receiver. There is one sender and one receiver. So why would the same sender send to the same receiver contradicting messages? So there must be only one religion. That religion is not the religion of Muhammad or that of Jesus or the religion of Moses. It is God's religion which he sent to that one human race once through Muhammad, and once before him through Jesus, and once before him through Moses, etc. God's religion must be suitable for all people, regardless of their race, age, color, or sex. Well, let's take an example. What is the only beverage which is suitable for all people? Before offering a guest something to drink, people may ask, do you drink tea? Because some people don't drink tea. Or they may ask, do you drink coffee? Because some people don't drink coffee. The only thing that is served without asking is water. Has anyone ever asked you, do you drink water? That would be a funny question. Why? Because we all drink water. Why water? Because water is colorless and odorless and palatable to all because it is neither salty nor sweet. Likewise, God's religion, in order to be suitable for all people, men and women, white and black, Arabs and Indians, must be pure like water, untainted by culture. The problem is that everyone mixes religion with his own or her culture to paint it with his or her own color. Arabs Arabize it, Indians Indianize it, Persians Persianize it, which does not do justice to religion. This religion must be suitable for all people. It must not be exclusive or limited. It must not be named after a human being or a clan or a tribe or a geographical region. It must be called the religion of obeying God, the religion of submitting to God's commands. In other words, submission, which is in Arabic, Islam. All the prophets referred to themselves as Muslims, meaning those who submit, and all of their followers refer to themselves as Muslims, or those who submit as well. This is all mentioned in the Holy Quran. Prophet Noah, for example, says, and I have been commanded to be of the Muslims. As for Prophet Abraham, the Quran says, when his Lord said to him, Aslim, or submit, he said, Aslamtu, or I have submitted. Then we come to Prophet Moses, we tend to think of his people as Jewish. Yes, ethnically, they were Jews. But when it comes to religion, let us hear what he told them. The Quran says, and Moses said, O my people, if you have believed in God, then rely upon him if you are indeed Muslims. So the followers of Moses are Muslims. Their religion is Islam. Pharaoh's sorcerers, after accepting the religion and just before being executed, said, our Lord, pour upon us patience and let us die as Muslims. In other words, in submission to you. Prophet Solomon sent to the Queen of Sheba saying, do not put yourselves above me, but come to me in submission to God as Muslims. As narrated in the Quran, the Queen of Sheba said, my Lord, indeed I have wronged myself and I submit with Solomon to Allah, Lord of the worlds. I submit, aslamtu. Then we come to the apostles of Jesus, son of Mary. The Quran tells us, and remember when I inspired to the disciples, believe in me and in my messenger, Jesus. They said, we have believed, so bear witness that indeed we are Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad said, all the prophets are brothers. Their mothers are different, but their religion is one, which is narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari. One God, one human race, one religion. Many books and many messengers of the same religion. The religion of God, the religion of Islam. That is the religion that all the prophets have conveyed to mankind. Now the question is, why must I pray? Why must I worship God in a certain way? Why can't I pray my own way? If you wish to communicate with me, I tell you the best way to do so, be it on my cell phone, landline, or via email. And when I tell you to call my cell phone, for example, you can't just call any number. You must take my number to call me if you want to communicate with me. I have to tell you the most convenient way to do so. And I give you the number on which you can reach me. And to Allah belongs the utmost example of perfection. If you want to communicate with him, you do it his way, not yours. There's a number you must call every day, 24434. You must call that number every day to speak to God. Dial anything else and you will get a wrong number. It represents our daily prayers and the number of rak'ahs or circuits of prayers that must be done. 2 circuits of prayers at dawn, 4 at noon, 4 in the afternoon, 3 after sunset, and 4 in the evening. The standard rule in worship is prohibition of any form of worship except that which we were instructed to do. We can't worship God in a way other than that which He has decreed. Otherwise, we would be improvising to the religion. Thank you.